calm down now after all that derby excitement, Brendan?
Yeah, it was a terrific game. I think when you take away the emotion out of the game, it was a really good point for us. A real attacking game that, from the coaching perspective, when you analyse it, it was probably way too open and lots of mistakes in terms of defensively in the game. But, as I said, you take away the emotion from it. We showed yet again our incredible character that's in the team and the mentality, which is very strong and what will always help us in games. So we're a very hard team to beat, and it's very important that, as any manager will tell you or coach, that if you can't win a game, then you have to fight not to lose it, and that was something that we done.
With that in mind, then, you must go to Hull believing that you can go there and win, given your excellent away form, just the one defeat in the last 10 away from home.
Yeah, well, but we know it's going to be a very difficult game. I'm delighted for Steve Bruce. You know, I thought he done an excellent job at Sunderland. I remember coming into the Barclays Premier League with Swansea, and Sunderland was one of the first teams that we played, and I thought they were excellent. And unfortunately, later on that season, he lost his job. So he showed his immense character when he went to Hull and got them promoted. And of the teams that's promoted, they've done really well. So they look to be heading on course to be a team in the middle of the table. So that will tell you that it's going to be a very difficult game for us. So, but our confidence is high, and as I said, our spirit is very strong at the moment. So even though it will be tough, we hope we can go and get the points. No, but I think in terms of Steven, I think that'll be determined by his fitness. And if we're determined on that and where he's at, he'll be 34 at the end of this season. And I look at his fitness and I look at him playing, and I think that he's as fit as he's ever been. You know, he's looking after himself. Of course, that player that he was maybe 10 years ago, being dynamic and making those long bursting runs forward, of course that goes out of your game. And like you see with Ryan Giggs, you adapt and change. You know, I look at Steven, I think he can play as a number 2 centre half later in his career. You know, you're playing against certain teams where they got one up. I think he can play at centre half as a right-sided centre half, build the game from behind. How he passes the ball is as good as anyone in the world, short and long. So it's a possibility that he could go on. You know, but again, it'll always be determined on fitness. Ryan Giggs, I've always looked at Ryan because he's the same age as me. You know, he's 40 and he's playing, and I'm 40 and sat here. So, but he's been blessed genetically with, a body that allows him to stay fit, to play games. And I think everyone in football has an incredible admiration for him. And you see him in the game the other night, how he controlled it, and remarkable player. So 2 players that have got unquestionable quality, and it's just really about fitness. And at this moment in time, with Stevie, his fitness is holding up very well.